Assalamualaikum and good morning semua. Alright, so hari ni as we know is our Jamal Raya. So while we waiting to have our delicious foods and we'll be still busy decorating our booth, let's study a little bit about this very important topic, which is electronic customer relationship management or ECRM. Okay, so pernah tak kalau you beli dekat Shopee ke TikTok ke, tapi bila you order barang tu, contohnya you beli baju you beli baju dekat TikTok, tapi bila bila barang yang sampai bukan baju yang you beli tu. Okay, you contohnya you beli size L, tapi yang sampai ialah size S. Okay, so how do we solve this problem? Usually by chatting, kan? We chat with the seller ke, ataupun we direct with TikTok punya kita boleh chat dengan TikTok kan about this problem. Okay, so that's example of CRM, customer relationship management, which by where companies dia nak ensure that the customer is to reach the customer punya satisfaction, dia nak capai customer punya kepuasan hati lah. Okay, so in this topic we're going to see what are the steps of implementing ECRM. Okay, so apakah itu ECRM or what's ECRM? Okay, so let me tell you a bit about my experience in CRM. So usually my first job was in sales as in Hilton PJ, okay, where I need to sell the rooms that Hilton PJ has, and what the strategy was that my department or the sales rooms department needs to weekly call. Okay, kena buat call setiap minggu dekat mana-mana company. Company tu tak tahu pun siapa. So we have a list that we need to call every week, and then just call lah. Contohnya kita call, are you interested in in having any function in contohnya macam ni saya akan tanya dia, company ni ada plan tak nak buat apa-apa event untuk company tu. Kalau ada, will you be interested in booking rooms for your stay dekat hotel tu? So kalau dia interested, then we will follow up. Dan kadang-kadang company tak layan, dan company tu akan tanya, orang tu akan tanya, Hilton, tapi kenapa call macam ni? Dah tak laku ke bilik? So that kind of normal scenario yang kita kena hadapi. And apart from making calls, kita kena buat juga, kena keluar jalan mana-mana lah, ke bandar ke any kedai-kedai shop lot, mana kita kena hantar kita punya flyers about the sales. Okay, so that is traditional CRM where we call customers and then faxing. So for those Gen Z, if you don't know what's a fax machine, it's like we send a written letter through a phone. Okay, and then we track sales in spreadsheets. Okay, berapa banyak sales kita dapat bulan tu. So that's the example of traditional. But in the modern ways of ECRM is like kita boleh tengok bila kita buka Instagram, bila kita scroll stories tu, tiba-tiba after we scroll one story, tiba-tiba ada one advertisement, betul tak? Contohnya advertisement on baju raya ke, kasut ke. So that's an example of ECRM, the modern way of to do marketing. And then in some shop macam Shopee, kadang-kadang will get DMs ataupun messages to our inbox in Shopee. The seller will automatically send messages to us to ask whether we are interested in buying their products. Okay, and then we also have chatbots, and then we have TikTok trends where banyak company dah buat follow hashtag trends untuk keep up with the modern audience. And then ECRM ni is all about using digital tools. Okay, apa-apa digital yang ada, dia akan gunakan. Okay, website ke, apps ke, social media, they will fully utilize the tools to build relationship with customers. Okay, so this is the red box ni is the definition for ECRM, a strategy by which company optimize profitability to enhance customer satisfaction. So macam mana dia optimize profitability by using all the tools yang ada. Okay, macam itulah website, apps, social media and then to ensure that customer puas hati lah. Contoh yang bagi awal tadi, kalau customer tak salah dapat item ke ataupun tak puas hati dengan barang yang dia dapat, so they can raise dia punya concern to their chatbots ataupun dia punya chatting system. Okay, now we go to the question of why should you care, especially for business owner. Why should business owner care about ECRM? Okay, kenapa kalau korang ada business, korang kena perlu risau ataupun ambil berat pasal ECRM? Contohnya, the main reason is to keep your customers within your business ataupun nak maintain korang punya customer base. Korang tak nak customer tu lari kepada your competitors ke ataupun stop buying from your brand. So that's why it's very important to have a very strong customer relationship management. Okay, contohnya lah, we are very familiar with Netflix, kan, betul? So apakah contoh ECRM yang Netflix guna ialah when we watch a certain series, when we finish a certain series, they will suggest to us, you may like this series which is quite similar to the series that we watch, ataupun movies yang kita dah tengok, dia akan suggest this movie that we might like. Okay, so those are example of CRY. They suggest those kind of suggestion because they want to keep us watching using the apps. We always use Netflix. Okay, so they want us to be in the system. Okay, and then here is kat sini lah, keep existing customer cost 5 times less than getting new ones. Okay, because you don't need the effort to recruit new customers, because the customers are already there in our system. So you should not this less effort, okay, compared to getting new customers. Okay, and then if you get one angry customers, 20 people hearing their rant is worse than a viral TikTok drama. So it will just take one customer, okay, yang ada bad experience, and then contohnya dia buat TikTok video to complain about your product atau to tell her experience about using your product from your brand. So kita banyak dah tengok senario ni, kan, bila ada customer yang buat video yang dia ada bad experience about using this product or services, and then the video blow up, okay, and it will cause a bad image to the company. So the company kena jawab the video, and dia kena jumpa the customer. So banyak effort. So we should try to avoid any bad experience to the customer. That's why ECRM is very important. Okay, so this part is very important yang akan masuk exam korang, which is the 3 phases of ECRM. Okay, dia ada 3 fasa of ECRM, which is the first one is acquire, the second one is enhance, and the third one is retain. So acquire ni is like you want to get new customers to your business. Okay, macam swipe right in Tinder lah, konon lah. Okay, so macam mana kita nak attract the customer by using TikTok ads, and then influencer, we collaborate with influencers, or we using the famous memes ataupun current trend, contohnya capybara ke ataupun tung sahur ke, kan, manalah tahu, kan, to attract new customers. Apa yang trending will we use to attract first we just want to get the attention of the potential customers. Once we get their attention, they will be curious about our brand, so they will click on our page and they will see what are we selling. So that's the main point of always try to get their attention first, and then we acquire them by attracting with our website, with our products. And the second one is enhance. Okay. Okay, first kita dah acquire. Okay, what should we do with those customer yang dah minat dengan kita punya produk ataupun services? We enhance our punya services. So we up our game while we send personal emails. So contohnya kita selalu dah dapat, kan, especially bila contohnya H&M, bila birthday kita, dia akan hantar email to wish birthday kita. Dia contohnya, dia Arif Fahmi, here's your we would like to wish you happy birthday. It's very special. It's very personalized. Sebab dia mention nama kita. And then sometimes they will give us discounts ataupun uh, vouchers just to maintain us in the business. And then the third one is to retain. Okay, don't let them unfollow us. Okay, we don't want they to go up to other competitors, pergi pergi tempat lain beli. We want them to continue to buy our product or services. So macam mana kita buat tu ialah we offer loyalty programs. Okay, macam contohnya if you buka cafe ke atau macam Zeus, dia buat buy one free one, and then we give VIP access contohnya. So, kalau you launch a new product, those who are VIP under the VIP customers category, they will have early access to buy, to order the products. Okay, so those example of we give special treatment to our customers. So this is the first three phases, which is acquire, enhance, and retain. Okay, so here's just the comparison between traditional and ECR and modern ECRM. Macam I cakap, the traditional is by using phone calls and which is very expensive because we need to make a lot of phone calls, and then we also need to get to go out very often, pergi jumpa public kat luar, kat kedai ke, kat office ke, kita ketuk pintu office tu masuk, bagi brochure. So it's very cost it's not cost effective. And then the idea is we think you like this. Okay, kita rasa customer will like this product, but sometimes will not hit on the customers. Okay, but in modern ECRMs kita boleh guna Instagram DMs, TikTok punya messaging, and then we have and then ECRM is budget friendly because is now towards automation. We don't need to do a lot of effort of follow up. Kita boleh guna automation by follow up emails ke, kita automated it. And then we can the idea of ECRM is like we know our target customer who are buying our products and services. So we know you love this. Okay, so it's very specific. We know who's our target audience. Okay, how does a company manage ECRM to be successful? Macam mana dia nak buat berjaya ECRM ni lah. First, you need to be a mind reader. Okay, bukan mind reader guna telepathic ke apa kinetic, bukan. But you use data. Okay, all one for sales department, dia ada data who's your demographic of buyers, and then they know what kind of product that the customers prefer. So the data is very important. From that data, you use to gauge what kind of product that the customer want for maybe for future product. So those are example of data that can you use to improve your business. And then the second one is speed matters. Always reply to your customers within 24 hours or maximum 48 hours. Okay, jangan biar blue tick saja kita punya customer, because customer is when the customer dah message you, maksudnya dia dah minat dah. So that's the first step of winning. Tapi if you biarkan customer tu you tak reply ke, you lambat reply ke, so customer tu pun fed up, dia boleh pergi ke other brand or other competitors. That's why kita boleh tengok sekarang banyak seller dah guna automated messaging. Bila kita message je, cakap hello poop, dia dah keluar dah automated message. Okay, are you interested to buy or to order contohnya. So place your order, bagi list ke apa semua, then you can just fill in the form. And then make returns easy. Okay, contohnya like Amazon. Kalau you pernah beli barang from Amazon ke, so kalau you tak puas hati dengan barang you yang dapat, you can just return it without questioning. Okay, sama macam kalau pergi ke H&M lah juga, kita can return the baju ataupun seluar yang kita beli tu without the questioning lah, as long kita ada the tag is not taken off. Okay, and then the fourth one is meme it up. Okay, use relevant content. Okay, contohnya apa gambar saya guna ni ialah ballerina cappuccina, kan, tung sahur. So this is the current meme yang quite famous right now. So if your contohnya kalau Zeus buat suddenly next week kita tengok Zeus dah guna meme ballerina cappuccina, so that will be people will become interested, especially the Gen Zs, kan, because it's very relatable. We know the story of Ballerina Cappuccina. So people will talk about the brand. So this is very interesting. So make your brand very interesting. Okay, so ni adalah real case example of a very good ECRM, which is FedEx. Okay, FedEx ni is a delivery company. So when you send an item through FedEx, they will have real time tracking system. So you'll know. Contohnya you order kasut from a seller. So the seller use FedEx. Okay, when FedEx want to deliver to the item to you, contohnya today, so we'll get a message say that your item will arrive at 3 p.m. today. Okay, so kita tahu by 3 kat mana lori tu sekarang, pukul 3 nanti akan sampai, and then they will send SMS updates. Okay, contohnya kalau ada delay ke, dia akan update. And then result customers trust them will like they trust Wi-Fi password. Maksudnya kat sini lah, when you have a very strong customer relationship management system, customers will really trust you. So selain FedEx juga kita dah ada yang guna sistem ni lah. Kita ada Pos Laju Malaysia pun dah guna sistem macam ni. So kita kan boleh tahu dah update kita, pukul berapa barang kita sampai, lori tu ada kat mana, ataupun motor tu ada kat mana. So it's very interesting and very attractive lah to the customers. Okay, final word for ECRM. Happy customers means you have free marketing, because when you have happy customers, they will tell your products or services to their friends, and then word of mouth will spread. Okay, dia akan share cerita, berkongsi cerita. So orang akan bercerita pasal produk you, mungkin suddenly one day akan viral you punya produk, dan orang akan ramai datang beli. Okay, and then the second thing is always use apps, AI, analytics to keep the vibe alive. Okay, always keep update with the current trends of technology that you can implement in the business. So that's ECRM in a whole. All right. Okay, I think that's it for today. If you have any question, you can just drop me in an email, and anything about your assignment ke, personal problem ke, just email me. All right. So have a nice day. Let's eat jamuan raya. Bye.